Hello and welcome to Professional Development. I am Professor Morrow. I am going to be your facilitator for Summer A Professional Development 2860. And I just wanted to pop in, do a quick welcome video, quick as I'll try to be as quick as possible, but I'm kind of long-winded because I have a lot to say. I'm excited that you are going to be here with us this summer for professional development. I really wish you were taking this class in person. We get a lot more out of it in person, but I understand everybody has their reasons for having to take it over the summer. Anyway, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're taking it. But even though this is an online class, I am working at the college in person all summer. So please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. My email is on the syllabus. It's mmorrow@flsouthern.edu. You can reach me via Canvas, but again, I am on site all summer. I work out of the Becker Business Building. If you've never met me before, some of you have at different events. But I'm on the third floor, right across from the Dean Suite. So if you do want to come by and see me, please feel free. Send me an email, make sure that I am physically in my office. I do tend to move around over the summer, just, scenery, and it is kind of quiet. You guys aren't here. It's kind of like a ghost town, but I am in the office like most of the time, but again, email me or you can, call, anything like that. But I'm here, happy to answer any questions, happy to help you along your academic and your professional journey. So, kind of with that said, I do want to talk about the course here. And actually, I thought I had this pulled up and I don't. So bear with me real quick. I'm going to pull up our syllabus and we are going to kind of go over that together for professional development. If you've never heard of that, you're like, what the heck is professional development? It is exactly what it sounds like. It is the course that is here to help develop you professionally. It is not a content course like all of your other classes that you are taking. So take a little sigh of relief there. There are no tests, no quizzes, papers, anything like that. Everybody that goes through the business program, regardless of your major, is going to take professional development. So with that said, since there are several different majors and everybody here is in like their different path, whether it's horticulture or accounting or finance or econ, or sports business or something like that, you guys are all on a different trajectory and you may be a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. So you have to make this course make sense for you. So that's the beauty of that. And that also can be very frustrating for some people because I know that there are some people who are like, just tell me exactly what to do and I'll do it. But that's just not the nature of this course. You have the freedom and the creativity to make this course make sense for you. So it's beautiful and it's also can be a little bit frustrating for people who are a little bit more like, just give me the facts. So I'm going to give you guidelines. I'm going to give you best practices, but you have to make this make sense for you. And so, like, when you submit, like, say, your resume or your cover letter or your elevator pitch and stuff like that, I mean, I can give you recommendations, I can give you suggestions. You by no means have to take them. If you're like, oh no, my dad's barber's dog walker's cousin's third removed aunt said it has to be this way, then do it. It's your professional life, it's your professional image. Again, I can just give you best practices. It's not like an accounting course where there's a right and a wrong answer, where, 2 + 2 is 5 all the time. Did you catch that? So, it is, you have to make it make sense for you. Okay. So, anyway, professional development. I'm going to read you the course description. So it is designed to prepare students for professional internships and employment opportunities through the development of essential career planning, startup, and management skills. The course will address the critical topics of professionalism, business communications, first impressions, personal branding, networking, resumes and cover letters, interviewing, career planning, teamwork, digital portfolios, social media and technology. The course will examine transitional issues faced by students as they navigate the professional world of work. The instructor will emphasize virtual work environments and internship preparation. This is a space for our interests and passions, as well as practice, experiment, critique, and reflect on our successes and failures. We will expand our networks, identify mentors, research internships, employment alternatives, and more. So, in the in person course, I bring in guest speakers. We have opportunities to attend events throughout the semester. So, again, if you've met me at different events, or if you've gone to some of my events, we do the big career graduate school and internship expo. We have mocktails, we have mock interviews. Over the summer, we do not put on those events. You are still highly encouraged to attend any type of career related event in the community. And if you are interested in doing anything like that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to facilitate any of that. If you want to go visit a company, which again, throughout the semester, throughout the academic school year, we go on these things called campus to career tours, where I will physically take students. Yeah, they let me drive the shuttle. Crazy, I know. But I will literally physically take students to places of employment. We've gone to Summit, we've gone to JP Morgan Chase, Raymond James. We just landed an opportunity to go to the New York Yankees. So if you guys went on that tour, that was pretty exciting. I didn't get to go, even though, not that I'm bitter about it, totally over it. But we went, well, I coordinated it. I didn't get to go because I had to teach, darn my professionalism. But we got to go tour the New York Yankees Stadium and they got to actually talk to some Yankees, which was really kind of cool. I'm working on the Port Authority to go tour down there in Tampa. And I also just got a connection to do the Vinnick, the Emily Arena, to tour where the Lightning is. So we're doing lots of cool stuff. If you have any businesses that you are particularly interested in that you would like to go see, again, we've done CPS and we've done CLA and we've done all different kinds of things, Catapult, Cohatch. But if there's places that you're interested in, let me know. We don't even have to go together as a group. We can if you guys want to, but if you just are personally interested in, I would be more than happy to work that out for you, or at least try. What's the worst you're going to do? Tell us no. We're good, right? So I'm heavily connected to a lot of businesses. So I am a great resource for you. So even though we're not going to have any formalized campus to career tours or any formalized networking events, if you want to go to stuff, let me know and I'll be more than happy to try to work those out. I also attend a lot of ribbon cutting events because I go to a lot of chamber stuff because part of my title is actually my whole title, if you're really interested, is Senior Associate Director of Experiential Learning and Employer Relations. Mouthful. And so I network with businesses in the community. So I can take you to events with me if you would like, if you'd like to learn how to network, but you just got to let me know. Reach out, let me know. Reach out and touch me via email. So here we go. Let's talk about some of the other things that I want to tell you about in your in the syllabus. It talks about the different assignments that we're going to have. So this is a virtual class. I'm still going to run it the same way that I run my in-person classes because, and here's why. This is professional development. My whole role in this job, in this role, in this aspect of professional development is to develop you professionally. So let's think about what that means for a quick second. I have a job. My job is 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Now, I also work nights and weekends, depending if there's events like, say, commencement was just last Saturday. If I'm putting on an after hours networking event, if I'm going to a tour, whatever, right? But for the most part, my job is 8 to 5. I'm expected to be on site at my place of employment, 8 o'clock to stay till 5. If I do not come to my job and I do not let my boss know, that's considered a no call, no show. So it's the same when you guys don't go to class. Whatever your in-person professor's policies are, if you don't email, if you don't let them know, that's considered a no call, no show. It's the same when my boss gives me a project or a task or something like that. Like I have to do that. It is expected of me to do those jobs or tasks. That's what assignments are for you as a student. You are expected to do those tasks. Those are your job responsibilities. So when your boss, your supervisor, whatever, gives you a task, you have to do it. If you don't do it, you do not have a job. So that's the same thing with assignments. When I give you an assignment and I give you a deadline, you are expected to do the assignment within the deadline. If you do not do it, it is a choice, plain and simple. That is just a straight up choice. You are choosing not to do it. And so you have to understand that there are consequences, good and bad, to every choice that you make. So with my assignments, our class is going to go like on a regular week. So when I give you an assignment every Monday, I'm going to post an announcement. I'll post a video. We'll go over what we're going to be talking about. There'll be supplemental material for you to go through in Canvas for you to look at your leisure, whatever. Um, and then there will be assignments. You will have until Sunday at 11:59 to do the work. That's an entire week, which is plenty of time to do the assignments. I will keep that assignment open for an additional week for half credit, and then it closes. So one full week for full credit, and then then another week for half credit. So it's 2 full weeks to do the work, which will literally take you, an hour, maybe 2 hours, depending on the week. You have no excuses, guys. There are no excuses. And I'm saying this, and I don't mean to sound harsh, but I get this every single year, every single semester, every single class. There's always excuses. Oh, my computer crashed, or I was having issues with Canvas, or I'm going through something, or I have a family emergency. Those are excuses because you have an entire week. If you're having something with your computer, then you need to communicate with me. I have a phone number. It's on the syllabus, 863-680-4600. I have an email, mmorrowfl@flsouthern.edu. You can communicate with me via Canvas. You can come to Becker. There is no reason why you cannot communicate with me. If it's your personal computer, borrow somebody else's. You have your phone. You have ways to communicate. If you decide to wait, and this is the biggest problem that people get into. They wait until Sunday at 10 o'clock at night to start working on the assignments. And then that's when they realize that their computer's down or that Canvas was glitchy or they couldn't access the assignment or, oh no, now I have a question. I'm not 100% sure what the assignment's asking. Well, guess what, guys? I'm not up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock on a Sunday night. Remember, I work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. I'm not checking my email over the weekend. I will check my email up until 5 o'clock on Friday night. But after that, that's my time. Do not wait. And I'm very firm on this because, again, my job is to develop you professionally. And so I'm going to hold you to a professional standard. And that standard is that you have until the due date to turn it in. That does not mean that you wait until Sunday at 11:30 to start working on it. Now, if you want to do that, that is perfectly fine. That's on you. That is, if that's how you work, by all means. But you have to fully accept the responsibility of what comes with waiting until the last minute. And 12 o'clock is late. It does show me the timestamp. 12 o'clock is late. 12:01 is late. So again, you have all week. It'd be different if I was only giving you a day or, a couple hours. I'm giving you an entire week. I cannot stress this enough. Please do not wait. Somebody in here is going to. It happens every single time. And then I get this big long sob story. And then you're going to be like, oh, she's that mean. Meh, meh, meh. Well, fine. I mean, here's the deal. It's professional development. You are expected to conduct yourself professionally. This is an online course. You don't have to necessarily arrive at any point in time. You can do this at whenever time it works best for you. So once the assignment Comes live, you have an entire week. Look at the due dates, look at the close date. That's again, it's up to you. You guys are in college, you guys are smart, you guys can handle this. The assignments, I went through painstaking effort to write them out and do them as clear as I possibly can. However, if you are unsure of something, please ask me. I'd be more than happy to explain it to you. I'd much rather you ask than not understand and then go, well, I didn't know. And then you either don't get full credit or you just don't do it because that's just plumb silly. Now, with that said, too, if you submit something within the full credit window and you didn't do all the parts of it, you missed some things, and I take some points off, you have until the assignment closes to go back in and fix whatever you needed to fix, and you could get those points back. But it's up to you. I'm not going to chase you down and be like, hey, Sally, did you see that you missed some points? You need to go back and fix this. Again, you're in college. So you need to do it. Now, Canvas doesn't tell me that you resubmitted. So if you lost points, you need to send me a message either via Canvas or via email and say, hey, Professor Morrow, I resubmitted this assignment. Could you please look at it? Okay, that's it. But it doesn't let me know that you've resubmitted. So once I go through and grade, I'm done unless you let me know, right? Cool. Got it. I'm going to assume that you're like, yep, got it. Cool. So with that said, that goes into my next point about professionalism and emailing. Now, this is also in the syllabus, so you can look at that yourself, but I'm also just going to point this out. This is the only section that I teach, but this is good practices. I mean, over the summer, but this is good practices. Whenever you are emailing somebody, you always need a subject in the subject line. Brief, brevity is a beautiful thing. Okay. But just what are you emailing me about? It needs to have a real quick subject in the subject line. And then you have to have, it could be good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello, dear Professor Morrow, whatever you want to say, right? But it has to be some kind of greeting. Don't just jump right into it. We don't have it like that. This isn't a text. This isn't your buddy. This is a professional email. So good morning, good afternoon, hello, hi, Dr. Morrow. So, or not doctor, I'm not there yet. Sorry, I'm in my PhD program. I got a little ahead of myself. Professor Morrow. I was speaking it out into the universe. Universe, swoop, swoop. Here I come with my PhD. Um, but hi, Professor Morrow, whatever. And this goes for anybody that you email. Of course, unless it's family or your friends or whatever, but professional emails are all like this. Subject line, hello, good afternoon. Hi, Professor Morrow. Who are you? I don't know who you are. This is Joe Smith in your professional development class. Now, again, if this was the academic year, you'd have to be very specific in section 001, 003, Thursday that meets at 8 a.m., whatever. Whenever you're emailing any of your other professors, they all teach multiple sections. So you can't just be like, this is Joe Smith in your econ class. Well, which econ class? What are you talking about? I have multiple classes. I teach multiple sections of the same class. So like in the fall coming up, I just found out I'm going to have like 170 students in 5 sections. So can you imagine? You just be like, oh, hey, professor, this is Joe Smith. I'm not going to go through all my rosters and out of 170 students, try to find out who's Joe Smith, what class, what section, So you have to make it easy for me to figure out who you are so that I can get to your question quickly. Because my best guess is if you're emailing a professor, you have a question about an assignment. I mean, unless you're just like, hey, how you doing? I just want to, see how things are going, which is lovely. But more than likely, you have a question about an assignment and you would like me to get to it quickly so that you can get to the assignment, get it finished, and you can move on with your life, right? Right. I'm assuming you're saying yes. So who are you? Identify the section that you're in and then get to the point. Why are you emailing me? I have a question about big interview. I have a question about this assignment. Can you please explain this to me? Or is this whatever? Get to the point. Thank you for your time. Close it. Best regards, sincerely, however you like to do it, and then your name. It's super simple. Brief, 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 guys. Don't go into a whole paragraph. I don't need a whole page. You don't need to tell me all about your weekend or what you're doing over the summer or your dog's veterinarian appointment. I mean, that's lovely, but Get to the point. Brevity is a beautiful thing. Okay. Professionalism in emailing. All right, let's talk about AI. Best practices with using AI. Guys, use it, lean into it. It's there for you, but use it as a springboard. Use it to brainstorm, feed it your thoughts, but remember, it's not your voice. So I highly recommend against just copy and pasting, but definitely use it as a springboard, get your creative juices flowing. Um, put the points in to have it help you think. But if you copy and paste things that are not your ideas, first of all, it could be plagiarism, especially if you're talking into a content course. But like for cover letters and resumes, it's very tempting to be like, hey, build me a beautiful resume or build me a beautiful cover letter. But if that's not how you talk, and then you do get the interview with that beautiful resume or cover letter, then you get in front of that employer and those two don't match, it's going to be a very awkward and very brief interview. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of hiring managers and recruiters, they can spot that kind of stuff a mile away. So be very cautious and careful about using AI, but you can definitely lean into it. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So you can lean into it. Just use it with responsible tech uses. Just be responsible. Use your noggin. Okay. All right, so like I said, okay, for your assignments, guys, again, you have to make it make sense for you because of all the different majors that we are representing in this class. I don't take off points for ways that you do it if you don't follow the directions. Of course, if I ask for 10 different websites and you give me five, of course, that's common sense. If you turn it in late, you're going to lose points, of course. But for the most part, it's either you do it or you don't do it. You're only going to get out of this course what you put into it. And it's not as easy online, but I mean, I do these videos. I'm gonna do these videos for you once a week so that we can try to make it as if we're interacting. But you can interact with me as much as you want to try to get the most out of this course as you possibly can. Please don't just use this course and I'm just checking off a box because it's required. I have to. This is a fantastic course. There's so much good stuff in here that you're going to take with you, no matter what your major is, no matter where you are in your journey. There's so much that you can learn, even if you're like, I know how to write a resume, I know how to write a cover letter, I know how to interview. Yeah, sure you do. So do I. And I still learn every single time. Have a growth mindset. I still learn. Open yourself up to learning all the time. Every time that you expose yourself to something, even if you've done it 100 times, you will still learn something every single time you do it, if you open your mind to it. If you're closed off and you're like, you can't teach me anything, you're absolutely right. I can't. You're absolutely right. So it depends on how you want to take it. All right. So again, we're going to go through this week by week, but I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about week number 1. So the first assignment is going to be that getting to know you assignment. It's already published. That is going to be due day 1. That is how we take attendance. It is super important that you guys engage and you're active. I have to report that right away. You could risk being dropped from the course if you guys are not super active right away. So make sure you go in there and you are active. An assignment that's going to be open right away, that's going to be open for the entire semester, is the Employability Skill Series, or ESS. I do have a YouTube channel. Wait, what? Say what? Celebrity in the house. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I have a YouTube channel. I post these employability skill series. They're 30-minute micro learnings on the top skills employers are looking for. I have so many videos for you to choose from. So it's in the assignment employability skill series. I'll also drop a link again in the announcement. So in case anybody loses it, it's going to be in announcements. But you can go on to my YouTube channel, pick any 5. There's 5, I believe. Yeah. You have to watch 5 videos. You have all semester to do it. Again, please, or all summer, which is only 6 weeks. There's the other, sorry, 6. It goes by quickly. It goes by quickly. If I tell my students in the regular semester, I'm like, guys, this goes by faster than you think. And they're like, oh, I have plenty of time. And then every time I have a sad student because they wait. Please don't wait. So you can watch 5 of those videos. They're 30 minutes. Listen to them when you're going for a walk or you're doing chores around your dorm or you're driving or something like that. I mean, they are on YouTube, so don't watch them while you're driving. Good Lord. No, but you can listen to them. But I interview people in the community, different business owners, different industries, just but what are the top skills employers are looking for? So there's a lot of content there, a lot of good stuff. Talking about emotional intelligence and work ethic and reliability. And there's people on this campus that you would recognize. I got Coach Mack is on there several times, the dean of students, the dean. I've got people from career services. Professor Neighbors is my guest on there almost every single semester. I've got lots of cool people on there that if you're interested in a specific person, you can kind of peruse through there or go by topic. Okay, so that's one of the first things that is going to be open for you right away. Discussion, you're going to have a discussion post every week. You're going to answer it and then you're going to respond. That's where you're going to get full points. So please make sure that not only do you answer the post, but that you also respond. It's super important that you do that response. That's how you're going to get full points. All right. Then the next assignment, so the Truths About You is also that introductory assignment. Then the next one is the Handshake LinkedIn. This one tends to be confusing for people, and I'm not sure why. All right. Most of you should already have a Handshake profile. Great. Wonderful. Most of you already have a LinkedIn profile. Great. Wonderful. So hopefully this is not going to be a big deal. Couple little caveats though. With your handshake, you have to have a photo. You will not get any points. I'm just going to give you a big fat 0 if you don't hit all of the points because it's just too hard for me to go back in and take points away and just give you partial credit. So I'm going to take away all points if you don't hit all of them. That way you're just more motivated too to go back and fix it. So with your handshake, all you have to do is make sure that you have a handshake profile and that you upload a photo of yourself. I recommend a professional headshot, but just make sure it's appropriate. Your LinkedIn must have a professional headshot photo. No photos of you at the beach, no photos with you with your many cats or with your friends or whatever. It has to just be you. It has to be a professional headshot. If you do not have a professional headshot, Career Services has a headshot room. Please swing by Career Services and get one. You can also just have someone take a selfie of you outside of your place of business or outside of the Becker Business Building. Those make beautiful headshots. I'll be more than happy to take a photo of you. It's super easy, guys. Don't have to stress it. You don't have to go out and actually pay for a professional headshot photographer. I'm not telling you to do that. You can get it for free. There's apps. You can do it with an app on your phone. There's plenty of options, but it must be something professional, not your cap and gown from high school, not in a tuxedo from your high school senior photos. Those are not considered professional. It must be a professional headshot. You also must you must connect with me. Now, when you look for me, and this is all spelled out for you in the assignment instructions, but I'm just walking you through this. You need to connect with me, but you gotta do my whole full government name, which is Megan Watson-Morrow. Not just Megan Morrow, that's just too simple of a name. So my full name is Megan Watson-Morrow. Look for me there, I'll pop right up. You also need to connect with our dean, the Dean Weber, but his name is Michael Weber, and it's only one B in his last name, Weber. So if you type in Michael Weber, Florida Southern College, he'll pop right up as well. Because Michael Weber's pretty common name too. But don't type in Dean Weber because his first name isn't Dean. He is the Dean, but his name is Michael Weber. So you need to connect with me, connect with Dean Weber, and then you need to follow Florida Southern Career Services. Those 3 things, you take a snapshot of it, screenshot of whatever, and because Michael or Dean Weber might take a little while to approve your connection request, that's okay. Take a snapshot of the pending request. Perfectly fine. Compile all that into just one document, put screenshots into one document. Perfectly fine. I prefer it that way. Please do it that way. One document will be just great. Just one screenshot of your handshake profile. I don't take screenshots of your entire profile. I don't want to see all of that. And still somebody in here is going to do it. 100% guaranteed. Somebody's going to do it. I just want your profile of your handshake, the profile of your LinkedIn. I do need to see your LinkedIn, your profile. So I need to see your professional headshot. and I need to see the connection to me, to Dean Weber, and that you're following Florida Southern Career Services. Okay? That's your handshake LinkedIn assignment. Okay, that's week one. I think that that's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions, please let me know. So, employability skill series videos, discussion, question one with a response, handshake LinkedIn profiles, and then the truths about you. Those are all going to be published. Classes start on Thursday. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm super excited that you guys are all here. I will post a new video every Monday. So you can expect another one of these the following Monday with new stuff. We're going to start off next week with career planning, and we'll have some fun activities to do there. And by fun, yes, I mean fun. Woo! Not just teacher fun, but it can be. Remember, growth mindset. Okay, guys. I'll be done. All right, let me know if you need anything. I'm excited for you guys to be here. Yeah, that's it. Bye.